It is now my honor and privilege to introduce you to the 2025-2026 graduating class of Florida State College at Jacksonville. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remain standing for the Florida State College at Jacksonville faculty, followed by our distinguished platform guests. Please also remain standing for our pledge and national anthem, followed by the new FSCJ alma mater, sung by FSCJ's chorale. reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. FSCJ, alma mater, soaring high near ocean shores, navigating onshore currents, moving onward evermore, guided by the light of learning, pathways wide for every dream, veering, rising to new waters, road for seasons yet unseen.
Please be seated. Well, greetings and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 FSCJ Commencement Ceremony. I'm Dr. John Avendow, President of Florida State College of Jacksonville, and I am so excited to see you all here with us this afternoon. To the graduates, today is your graduation day. It's a very special day for everyone who has joined us this afternoon. And I know that every one of you are excited, and we're all excited for you. And for everyone else who's in the VyStar arena, I want you all to know that I always have the honor of visiting with a number of our graduates in the upper bowl before the ceremony begins. And I can assure you that there's nothing more fun, more energetic, and more emotional than to see the joy in the faces of our graduates and to hear the excitement in their voices. And let me tell you, it's electric. So I know that this arena is filled with family members, loved ones, friends, mentors, professors, advisors, and classmates, all of whom believe in each and every one of you, all who share in your pride, all who look forward to celebrating this momentous occasion today and to cheer you on as you walk across the stage. And beyond the thousands of people who are here with us today, there are thousands more watching online across the globe. So graduates, let's take a moment. Look around the arena, and if you haven't done so already, look for those who are here who have been with you since the beginning. The ones you reached out to for support during your struggles, the ones who celebrated with you during your victories, the ones who inspired you, that pushed you, they believed in you, and perhaps even before you believed in yourself. This is your time, graduates, to celebrate all your friends and family members. Let's give them a round of applause. And I also realize that at moments and excitement and appreciation can stir up some of those emotional feelings and those feelings of sadness. Many of you are here today, and some of you shared this with me, that you've experienced the loss of someone that you loved, someone that supported you along the way, someone that you wish more than anything in the world that they were here with you. So let's please take a moment of silence to honor and to reflect those on the lives of the family members, friends, classmates, faculty, and staff who we've lost throughout this past year. Thank you. I also want to thank all of you for the trust that you've placed in FSCJ and our family, our faculty, and our staff. I want to say thank you for allowing us the privilege to share in your educational journey. And we all look forward to this annual celebration of your success. And for me and many of the faculty and staff that I talked with, today is the most favorite day of the year. So on behalf of the entire FSCJ Manta Rays Nation, thank you once again for the opportunity to celebrate and to honor all of you for your achievements. Now, before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to give special thanks to the talented student vocalists from our FSCJ chorale under the direction of Dr. Tommy Shepard for that performance of the FSCJ's new alma mater celebrating our 60th anniversary. Let's give them a round of applause. And thank you also to the symphonic band conducted by Dr. Paul Weichel Jr. Let's give them a round of applause as well. We're also privileged enough to acknowledge and say thank you to our ASL interpreters, Lisa Davis and Tracy Hagman. Thank you both for your continuous work in the service to our students and our community. And now, I have the distinct pleasure and honor to sharing the very first official congratulations to the FSCJ's graduating class of 2025 and 2026. Congratulations to all our graduates. Today, we're celebrating the college's 59th commencement ceremony. And this fall, we will be approaching our 61 years of excellence in education and student achievement. And I'm delighted to share with you that this year alone, our graduates have earned an impressive 5,754 degrees and certificates. In addition, today, we have the privilege of watching over 1,400 college graduates walk across this stage to accept their diploma. So earlier I shared with some of the graduates, this has been the quietest group I've ever met. Let's see if the audience can do a little bit better. But there's more. More than the 1,400 graduates. We're pleased to celebrate our 54 adult education program graduates here today. Congratulations to all of our graduates for a job well done. That's what I'm talking about. So many times, and it happened again today, the audience who looked down at our graduates, I had a chance to talk to a few of the audience members as I roamed around, and they wonder, what if they had pursued their dreams at FSCJ? So if I may, see if you can see yourself in this picture. I'd like to paint a portrait, a collective portrait of this graduating class, the 59th graduating class of FSCJ. This class, the average age is 30 years old. Our youngest graduate is 17, and our most experienced graduate is 78. This is my 7th commencement ceremony here, and each year I have to read this line. 60% of our graduates here today are female. They have outpaced the male every year. This class also has graduates from 37 different states across this country and 83 different countries. And then, as always, true to our mission and to our purpose, more than 37% of this graduating class will be the first in their family to have earned a college degree. That is the class of 2025 and 2026. So at this time, please allow me to introduce our special platform guests comprised of distinguished members of the FSCJ family who are committed to helping us deliver on our mission and to make opportunities for success through education attainable for all. So for the platform guests, as I introduce your name, please stand and remain standing till all the introductions have been made. And to the audience, please hold your applause, and this time I mean it. Hold your applause until all have been completely introduced. From the District Board of Trustees, our board chair, Mr. Roderick Odom, Dr. Andrew Shaw, our vice chair, Trustee Virginia Berg, Trustee April Carney, Trustee Mr. Thomas Mack McGee, and Trustee Mr. Wayne Young, members of our executive leadership team, Vice President for Institutional Advancement and the Executive Director of the FSCJ Foundation, Mr. Scott Evans, Dr. Deb Fontaine, Vice President, Strategic and Institutional Effectiveness, Dr. Wanda Ford, Vice President of Finance and Administration, Mr. Elliot Strickland, Vice President, Student Development, Dr. John Wall, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, FSCJ Faculty Senate President, Dr. John Woodward, FSCJ alum and Foundation Board Chair, Mr. Michael Corrigan, our keynote speaker, GuideWell President and CEO, Mr. Brian Pennick, and our student speaker, Ms. Jolie Oxer. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you all. You may be seated. And then it gives me great joy to acknowledge some additional members of the FSCJ family. These are the core of the people who make the wheels turn. They are vital to the success of our institution and our students. First, our dedicated faculty. Would all our faculty please stand? Our faculty, led by Dr. John Woodward, embody a true commitment to students and to their success. Not only are they passionate about imparting knowledge and sharing wisdom, but they are also the champions for helping students overcome obstacles, grow intellectually, achieve their goals, and proceed successfully to the next chapter of their life. We are so grateful and fortunate to have the exemplary faculty of FSCJ. We thank you all for being with us this afternoon. Our FSCJ faculty. And now I would ask the FSCJ staff and administration to please stand. We thank you for sharing your guidance, knowledge, and support of our mission and for our students. We value your dedication and commitment to the overall success and the well-being for all of our students. FSCJ and the work we do would not be possible without our faculty, staff, and administration. Let's give them all one more round of applause. Our great success and recognition is also made possible through the support of elected officials, many of whom are proud to say that they are also FSCJ alums. And we appreciate the important role that they play in the success of our students, in our institution, and the advancement of the community that we live in. So we have several members with us today. Please join me as we introduce representing U.S. Senator Rick Scott's office, Sidney Bonner. From U.S. Representative Aaron Bean's office, Ashley Smith. From State Representative Cayenne Michael's office, Destiny Davis. And Nassau County Commissioner Allison McCullough. Let's give them all a round of applause. We're also honored and privileged of sharing today's celebration with a number of active duty military, veterans, and military affiliated graduates. This graduating class is also made up of 20% of those who are military and veterans. With all of our graduates represented by their different forces, the military affiliated and veterans are graduates. Would you please stand and remain standing? As you remain standing, we're also pleased and honored to welcome many of our veterans and members of the military amongst our faculty, staff, and those in the audience. Would all active military veterans please stand? From the entire FSCJ family, we are grateful for your service, your sacrifice, and your allegiance to our country. What you do and have done for all of us allows us for the freedom and for the opportunity to pursue our dreams. We thank you today, and we thank you every day for the sacrifices and the commitment that you have made for our country. Thank you. You may be seated. And I would be remiss if I did not recognize one other dedicated group of individuals who are also critical to our institution, and that is our Foundation Board of Directors. The FSCJ Foundation generates financial support that allows us to provide numerous worthy students of financial assistance through scholarships. Scholarships that provide the means for many of our graduates to achieve their educational goals. Without this support, they would have never made it to this point. In addition, the FSCJ Foundation supports many of our programs and our institution by providing support for cutting-edge technology, expansive experiences to enrich our students' experiences, and the board voluntarily gives of their time, talent, and treasure, and we're so grateful for their dedication. Let's give the FSCJ Foundation Board of Directors a round of applause. This brings me to our next speaker. But before I do, I want to say an early Happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the audience and in our graduating class. We can all say we wouldn't be here without all of you. Thank you, all the moms. Look forward to your day. This brings me to the next speaker. Please allow me to introduce once again our Foundation Board Chair, Mr. Michael Corrigan. He serves as the President and CEO of Visit Jacksonville, and he is also a proud FSCJ alum, having earned his Associate in Arts degree when we were Florida Junior College. Michael has always been a steadfast supporter of our institution and the role that we play in our community, using his personal experience with the college and professional expertise to help us advance our reach into the community. We greatly value his leadership, his partnership, and his friendship as he brings insight to our FSCJ community. So we've invited him to say a few words to our graduating class. Please join me in welcoming Foundation Board Chair, Mr. Michael Corrigan. Michael?
Good afternoon, and congratulations, graduates. It is my great honor to be here today on this momentous day to celebrate your achievements. I'm pleased to represent the FSCJ Foundation Board of Directors. Like you, and as Dr. A mentioned, I am a proud graduate, having earned my Associate in Arts degree from what used to be Florida Junior College. As an alum, I feel it's important to give back to the institution that gave me so much. So I'll also have the distinct opportunity to identify ways to build relationships with our graduates as chairman of the board of directors. Today, we welcome you to the extensive FSCJ alumni family. And like any family, we stick together. Although you are graduating, your journey with FSCJ doesn't stop here. We look forward to connecting and building a relationship so even more students can achieve what you have today. Look around the room. I can tell many of you have already taken the first step by wearing your navy and turquoise alumni proud cord like I have on. More than a symbol of your achievements, it's a representation of your commitment to helping others. When you purchased this cord, you made an investment in the future students that will follow in your footsteps. You should feel proud in knowing your generosity will empower students to begin, continue, and follow through their educational goals. I'm wearing mine proudly because I know I'm helping someone reach their goals, and it's changing their future. On behalf of those students and FSCJ, thank you. As you leave today and turn the page to your next chapter, whether you intend to continue your education at FSCJ or some other institution or getting right to work, I'd like to encourage you to use what you've been given, your gifts, your abilities, and perhaps most importantly, your time, to help those around you. We've all needed a little extra support at some point along the way. You have the power to make a world of difference. I hope you also remember that you, as an alumnus, you're an ambassador. There will be opportunities to share your experience, serve as a mentor, offer your guidance, and maybe even show off a little bit. And I hope you do that. Class of 2025, 2026, we can't wait to see all that you're going to achieve. Congratulations.
Thank you again, Mr. Corrigan. Michael, you truly are a good friend, supporter, and visionary for our institution. Thank you. For our graduating class, you will be added to our over 175,000 alums of FJC, FCCJ, and FSCJ, bringing our number to well over 180,000 alums over our 60-year period. And now at this time, it's my privilege to reintroduce and welcome our next speaker, Faculty Senate President Dr. John Woodward. Professor Woodward has served as Faculty Senate President for the past 12 years, and we've been honored to have him as a member of the FSCJ faculty for 16 years. I've known Professor Woodward for the 7 years that I've been here, and I can attest that he is a strong believer in our mission and a champion for students and their success. We've invited him to share a few words and to introduce our student speaker, Professor Woodward. A little feedback.
Good afternoon, graduates and honored guests, and thank you, Dr. Avendano. On behalf of our faculty, I would like to share our gratitude for your remarkable leadership and partnership in our work. Your dedication to our students' success, this institution, and the community is really inspiring. And now I have the opportunity to do one of the best traditions that we have for graduation. I would like to share our congratulations with the graduates. It has been our great honor to walk alongside you in your academic pursuit, and we thank you for the opportunity to do so. We share in your pride today as you become FSCJ graduates and wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. And it's now my honor to introduce our student speaker. When searching for the person who would serve in this role, we were flooded with applications from students across various disciplines, backgrounds, and stages of life. All had one thing in common, an incredible personal story. The selection committee was faced with a tough decision to narrow the applicants down to only one, and in the end, today's speaker, Jolie Oxer, was selected for her story of resilience and determination. Although Jolie's childhood years were plagued with instability and challenges no person should have to face, she developed a resiliency that would later define her future. Jolie proudly served in the United States Navy, where she gained the opportunity to experience diverse cultures and ways of life. This is where she developed a broader understanding of the world and a sincere appreciation for community. Becoming a mother inspired Jolie's next pursuit, a career in education, where she could build on her past experiences to help students recognize their worth and work toward their future. Throughout Jolie's time at FSCJ, she has demonstrated exceptional dedication, earning a place on the Dean's List every semester and graduating with a 3.8 GPA and her associate in science in early childhood management. Everything she has accomplished reflects her commitment to growth and creating a brighter tomorrow, not only for her own family, but also for those who may see themselves in her story. She is honored to serve as our commencement speaker and to represent those who continue to rise despite adversity. At this time, we are pleased to invite Ms. Jolie Oxer to address our graduating class.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dude, y'all look good. I want to say thank you all for being here to celebrate such an important moment. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. This did not come easy, and every one of you has a story behind how you got here. To the faculty and staff, thank you for your guidance, your patience, and for pushing us to be better. And to the family, friends, and loved ones, thank you for your support and the sacrifices you've made to help us reach this day. This moment, it belongs to all of us. I know we're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but let's be honest, we all do. When we look at someone, it's easy to see where they are now and assume it's always been that way. We see success, stability, confidence, but we rarely see the chapters of their trials and tribulations it took to get there. Many of us are standing here today with stories that were not easy. For me, I came from generational poverty. Instability was not just a part of my life, it was the foundation of it. My earliest memory is of my father passing away when I was 3 years old. After that, my mother, she raised 3 kids on her own with no roadmap. Life became unpredictable. And there are parts of my childhood I still do not have the words to fully explain. And I know that I'm not alone in that. Some of you know what it means to grow up fast. Some of you may know what it means to carry weight that was never meant for you to carry. Some of you know what it means to come from environments where your future already felt decided. For me, I was the child who attended county-sponsored events, the one on free lunch, and the kid that never quite fit in. I learned early how to read a room, when to stay quiet, and how to survive. So by the 9th grade, I had attended and endured 13 different schools across 3 states. I was exhausted and I was ready to give up. And I know that there are people here who have felt that same kind of exhaustion, not just in school, but in life. So to the ones who felt behind, to the ones who felt like it was too late to start, or to the ones who question if they're capable, you are not alone. When I finally reached the 10th grade, I was met with the expectations I would follow the same path as the environment around me. You know, pregnant and dropped out expectation. But instead of accepting that, I started paying attention. I saw the cycles repeating, and I made the decision that my life would not follow the same pattern. At 17, I started the process of enlisting into the military, and at 18, I left home. That decision changed my direction, but it did not remove the challenges. I still made mistakes. I experienced loss in all of its forms, from a failed marriage to friendships. But I had to take those experiences to learn who I was and what I wanted. And I know many of you here know what it means to rebuild. So, to my veterans here who had to find themselves again outside of the uniform, or to those who have gone through divorce or loss and had to start over, or to those stepping into marriage, parenthood, or a completely new chapter. Remember, starting over is not failure. It is growth. Over time, I built stability. I married the love of my life. I know. He's a good man. I became a mother. I built a family. And like many parents here, I learned what it means to keep going even when you're completely exhausted. So, this is for the parents sitting here tonight, balancing work, school, family, the ones who showed up tired and overwhelmed. You did not just get through this. You have earned this. After I left the military, I faced another unknown. For the first time in years, I had no structure and I had no clear direction. That is when I made the decision to go to college. Like many of you, I worked, I carried full course loads, and I showed up even when it felt impossible. Not because it was easy, but because I refused to stop. And that is what connects all of us here tonight. Different lives, different struggles, and the same decision to keep going. Today is not just about earning a degree. It is about everything it took to get here tonight. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, the moments you felt about quitting, but you didn't. And what it proves is simple. No matter where you start, you are capable of more. So as we leave here today, I want you to remember this. If you come from a difficult past, it does not define where you go. If you feel like you're starting late, you are not behind. If you are rebuilding your life, you are not failing, you are growing. If you are tired and unsure, keep going anyways. Every single one of us had a reason to stop, but we did not. So do not let this be where your story ends. Take what you have learned and build on it. Take what you have been through and use it. And when you see someone who is where you once were, remind them that more is possible. Because success is not just about where you end up, it's about what you chose to do with everything it took to get there. So, congratulations, class of 2026. Your story's still being written, so let's make it count.
Let's give one more round of applause to Jolie Oxer. Thank you, Jolie, for sharing your inspirational story. And I know from experience we have 1,400 inspirational stories amongst all our graduates today. And at this time, I have the privilege to formally introduce our keynote speaker for this afternoon, Mr. Brian Pennick. Mr. Pennick serves as the president and Chief Executive Officer of GuideWell, a non-for-profit health solutions company through Florida's leading health insurance and provider. Mr. Pennick is well known for his visionary leadership and his passion for helping people and communities achieve better health. And that's exactly what GuideWell does. GuideWell serving 36 million customers across 50 states, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, including more than 6 million Floridians right here in Florida. Active and leading professional and community organizations, Mr. Pennick is committed to advancing health and economic well-being opportunities. He serves as the board chair of the Florida Blue Cross Blue Shield Association and is also a member of the boards of BCS Financial Corporation and the Morgan State University Board of Regents. Mr. Pennick himself started his educational journey in higher education at Montgomery County Community College in Pennsylvania and later earned his Bachelor's of Science in Business Studies and Business Administration from Southern New Hampshire University. We are honored to have him here today. It's a great way to introduce him to our community. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Brian Pennick.
Good afternoon. How we doing? Anytime I have an opportunity to enter into a new community, get to know a new organization, a new family, I always believe that a sign of culture, the highest form of culture, is when you receive more than you give. And I just want to start by thanking Jolie. I have officially received this afternoon more than I'm about to give. Dr. A, I appreciate the generous introduction. And thanks to you, members of the Board of Trustees and faculty and staff, for this extraordinary honor. Michael, thank you for proving that this institution builds leaders for this city. I have a confession to make. When I finished my undergraduate degree, after 20 years of working full-time and going to school part-time, my diploma arrived in the mail. My wife Kelly and I had a 2-year-old at home and our second daughter on the way. I had a full-time job that wasn't going to pause for a ceremony. I didn't walk. I didn't wear a cap and gown. I told myself that completion was the reward. The first time I ever wore academic regalia or attended a commencement was when the governor of Maryland appointed me to Morgan State University's Board of Regents. Neither the honor nor the irony is lost on me. Truth be told, I'm a little envious. I'm a little envious of each and every graduate here today. You made a different choice. And I think you made the right one. To the families in this room, before I say another word to our graduates, I need to say something to you. Every degree being celebrated today was earned more than one person. by parents who provided, by partners who carried more than their fair share, by kids who understood when mom or dad had to study instead of play, by the people who kept going on as the days when they felt impossible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your day too. I mean that. Let's have a round of applause for the people who got us here. Now, back to the main event. Class of 2026, I want to tell you something about where I started. The summer after I graduated high school, 1996, I took a job as an IT contractor for a healthcare company. I had taught myself to code out of a book, light programming, database design, and on my first day, they showed me to my workspace. I was 18. It was a storage room, no windows, a desk, a chair, some computer equipment, and a whole lot of stuff in storage. That was it. That's where I began. And I want you to hold that image. I'm going to come back to it, but I want you to hold that image in your mind. This was my welcome to the workforce. I was born in Philadelphia, the youngest of two boys, 21 months apart. My father was a mechanic for a utility company and a night emergency man. He was a naval reservist. And on the weekends, he did tree work to make a little extra money. My mother delivered bundles of newspapers for paper routes. She was a school bus driver. She was the recess attendant. My recess attendant. It was a little embarrassing. She took the civil service exam and eventually became a letter carrier for the United States Postal Service. Neither of my parents went to college. What they gave my brother and me was not a plan, not an academic plan. It was something bigger. They gave us a work ethic. They gave us imagination. They created an environment around us that made our path feel possible, even when nothing about our circumstances guaranteed it. They saved their money to put encyclopedias on the bookshelf. And when we didn't know something, my mother would point, and we'd grab a book. This wasn't just before ChatGPT. This was before Google, folks. She would say, "Look it up." And back then, looking it up meant turning pages. And she practiced what she preached. She's never stopped learning. She has never given herself permission to stop. And without ever saying it in so many words, she taught us that learning was not something that happened to you in a classroom. It was something you chose every day for the rest of your life. My father's lessons were similarly practical and self-directed. He taught us never to pay someone to do something you can do yourself. And importantly, there was nothing we couldn't learn to do. And if, in fact, it was worth doing, it was worth doing right. The smell of oil and sawdust still remind me of my father. The smell of newsprint and wet cardboard, sorry, Mom, still remind me of my mother. Each year, my mother set aside $20 so my brother and I could each get a new pair of sneakers before school. $20. That's what she had. One year she told us, if you can earn the difference, I'll let you buy any pair you want. I remember the day that my mother stood in that store and cried. Because my brother and I had worked and saved all summer and walked out with a $100 pair of sneakers. We had shoes. We had clothes. We had a roof and food on the table. We had what we needed. But more than any of that, we had the space to imagine that our lives could be something more than what we saw around us. And we had two people who never stopped believing that was possible, even when the evidence was thin. That it was my parents gave us. They gave us a roadmap, a belief, a confidence. Now, back to that storage room. A year after I started as a contractor, that company offered me a full-time job. I took it. I was doing two things at once, working full-time and going to school part-time, 2 nights a week at a community college, because that's what met me where I was. And I want to pause there, because I know that many of you in this room have been exactly where I have been. Working full-time, raising children, going to school when you could, fitting papers and projects and studying into whatever was left at the end of the day when it was already full. And I know that some of you have been doing it longer than you planned. I carried my education with determination, but not without doubt. There were nights when I wasn't sure where the road was going or whether I had the strength to get there. After moving into a role that required travel, that meant nights in hotel business centers, a few hours of sleep before the next meeting, somewhere between flights, racing through an airport searching for a connection or a power outlet, working on a paper due in 6 hours, that nagging sense that my time was never really my own. There were years when the finish line felt close enough to see, but far enough to be out of reach. If you have been on this journey, if you are still on it, your degree is not worth less because it took longer. It is worth more. Because you built it around a life that was full and demanding and real. That is not a limitation. It is evidence of exactly who you are. During my journey, I relocated from Pennsylvania to Tampa, where I met Kelly, my wife. And then together on to Atlanta, where we bought our first home, got married, and welcomed our first daughter into the world. Kelly has supported me each time opportunity has called us. Someplace new, a new city, a new town, a new home. Through every late night, every relocation, every year of school that never quite seemed to end, she has carried more than her share, more times than I can honestly count. And along the way, she has made me better in every way that matters. We kept building. We kept moving. And I kept going to school. And in 2016, 20 years after I started, I graduated summa cum laude from Southern New Hampshire University. Now, I felt pretty excited about my 20-year story. And then I found out tonight we're graduating someone who is 78 years old, and I am humbled and in deep admiration to be even approaching that accomplishment. I was 38. It took me 20 years. And then life accelerated in ways we could not have scripted. At 40, I was elected CEO of a major healthcare company by a board that saw something in me that I was still working to see in myself. I thought about that storage day on the day that it happened. No windows, desk, a chair. And the distance between that room and that moment was not talent alone. It was motion. It was the people who believed in me before I had earned it. It was a community college and an online university that met me where I was, that understood where I was coming from. I led that organization through a global pandemic when none of us had a playbook, and all you could do was anchor to your values and keep showing up for the people who count on you. We kept moving. And in late 2025, Kelly and I moved our family, now family of 5, to Jacksonville, Florida. And I became the CEO of Guidewell in Florida Blue. I tell you this because I need you to understand no step on that journey was in a straight line. I mentor a lot of young professionals, and they want to know, what was your plan? There was no grand plan. There was only the next step, taken with whatever clarity we could find, and a stubborn refusal to stop moving. Now, I want to talk about the world you're graduating into, because you deserve honesty, not comfort. This class is entering a workforce in the middle of genuine transformation. Artificial intelligence is writing code, drafting legal documents, and reading medical scans. The pace of change is real. I think about it every day, leading a company with 16,000 human beings whose lives depend on the decisions we make. And when I go home at night and I look at our 3 daughters, I think about it even more personally and urgently. Kelly and I are raising 3 young women who will build careers in a world I can only partially imagine. And I think about my mother, who pointed to an encyclopedia when he didn't have an answer, who to this day refuses to stop at the edge of what she already knows, who approaches learning not as a phase of life, but a way of living. That is still the answer. I understand all the anxiety around this. I carry some of it myself. Technical skills are being commoditized every single day. What is not being commoditized, what will never be commoditized, is your ability to learn, your capacity to adapt, your curiosity, your resilience, your ability to treat one another and the people around you with deep and lasting empathy. That is what is uniquely human. Here is something about AI that does not get said enough. The person best equipped to direct it is not necessarily the one with the most credentials. It is the person who understands the problems and opportunities deeply enough to ask the right questions. Someone less interested in defending the way things have always been, and more hungry to imagine what they can become. Many of you knows what it feels like when things don't go as planned, when a system fails, when the bill arrives and there is no way to pay it, when the appointment is unavailable, when the application is denied. That is not a disadvantage. That is not something you have to overcome. That is a form of intelligence. You have it. Use it. Dr. Ray started his journey in community college too. His parents emigrated from Mexico. English was his second language. He began at a community college in Illinois, not so different from where many of you began, and built from there, all the way leading to an institution the Aspen Institute has recognized as one of the finest community colleges in this country. That is your alma mater. He walked this road. I walked this road. Michael walked this road. You walk this road. And what I have learned, what I carry with me every single day, is that arriving somewhere is never just about you. Every door I walked through, someone held open for me. A manager who saw something before I could see it myself, a community college that met me where I was, a university that didn't care how long it took, a board that elected a CEO who started in a storage room. They invested in me. They believed in what was possible before the evidence was even there. And that creates a debt that can only be repaid in one direction, forward. Not back to the people who helped you, forward to the people coming behind you. You find the door, you walk through it, and then you turn around. I want to tell you where I first learned that. Not in a boardroom, not in a classroom. On the back of my father's motorcycle. When I was in 3rd grade, my father was supposed to go on a trip with a friend. At the last minute, he bailed out. And my mother looked at my dad and said, "Why don't you take Brian?" Mind you, we were not a family that took very many vacations. I didn't fly on an airplane, I was until my late teens. This was an opportunity for a new adventure. So it'd be hard to overstate my excitement when he said yes. What my father did was save his spare change, quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, in a small wooden bag, in a small clear jar, and when they were full, he'd count it out, roll it up, and take it to the bank. And whatever that number became is what we had for a week's travel. That first trip became an annual tradition. We rode most of the East Coast. We crossed into 4 Canadian provinces. We stayed in campgrounds, rain or shine. It didn't matter what the weather brought. We were there together. On the back of my father's motorcycle, I watched the world open up in front of me 1 mile at a time. I didn't know it then. I didn't understand how significant that first trip was. I couldn't fully appreciate what it cost him in planning, in sacrifice, in the quiet determination of a man who worked 3 jobs and still found a way to show his son both how big and how small the world actually is. He never announced it. He never asked for credit. He just showed up. He kept moving. And he brought me with him. That is what my parents demonstrated for me. Not in speeches, but in choices made quietly, consistently, and without fanfare. If you keep working, if you keep showing up, if you keep caring about the people around you, the road keeps opening. They were right about that, and I've been moving ever since. Some of you are the first in your family to earn this degree. I need you to hear what that means. When you cross this stage today, you are not just changing your own life. You are changing what your family believes is possible. You are moving the boundary of imagination forward for every person who comes after you, every younger sibling, every child, every niece, every nephew, who will one day look at you and think, if they did it, I can too. Do not underestimate what this is, what it means. It's not a small thing. And some of you, many of you, already living the other side of that story, you are the parent who worked the extra shift, saved the spare change, found a way to show your child that the world was bigger than what they could see from where they started. You are already doing what my father did. So class of 2026, here's what I'm asking of you. Show up. Not halfway, not when it's convenient, fully. To the next opportunity, the next relationship, the next hard thing that asks something real of you. Waiting for a better moment is how the moment passes. Stay curious. The world that you are graduating into will change faster than any of us can predict. The people who thrive will be the ones who mastered what exists today. They will be the ones who stayed interested in what comes next. My mother never stopped turning pages, and neither should you. Keep moving. You do not need a perfect plan. You never did. What you need is what you have already proven, most importantly, to yourselves. Find the door, walk through it, and then turn around. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Pennick, for those wise and generous words. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. John Wall, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, and it's my pleasure to share a few special recognitions as part of today's ceremony. First, I'd like to recognize an especially prestigious group of students who are graduating with the honors designation. We commend your commitment and accomplishment in achieving this goal. Would all the students wearing an honors cord please rise for a round of applause? Thank you. You may be seated. Next, I invite your applause for several other groups. We'd like to acknowledge these groups for their service and achievement, and I ask each group to stand as we recognize you. So please join me now in congratulating the high school students who have completed the dual enrollment and early college programs. And these students are earning a college degree at the same time they are completing high school. Remarkable. Congratulations. Here's a small but mighty group. Also included in our graduating class today are some of our very own employees. Please stand. Congratulations and thank you for everything you do for the college. You'll notice that there are many graduates who are wearing cords to symbolize participation in various clubs and organizations that represent their impressive scholastic and professional achievements. Well done, graduates. Please stand and be honored. We applaud each and every one of you for the great dedication and perseverance you have shown. What you have achieved is indeed remarkable, and we are proud to celebrate your success. And now, it is my honor to present the 2025-2026 graduating class. Will the graduates and candidates please stand? Dr. Avendano, the faculty has affirmed that these members of the 2025-2026 class have satisfactorily completed the requirements for
for their respective baccalaureate and associate programs. I hereby recommend these students for their degree. The faculty has also affirmed that the members of the 2025-2026 adult education class have satisfactorily completed the requirements for their respective high school or Florida Department of Education high school equivalency program. I hereby recommend them for their diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Wall. Graduates, upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the District Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degree and the associate degree with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. And to the adult education graduates, I hereby confer upon you the high school or Florida Department of Education high school equivalency diploma with all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining. You may all be seated. And trustees, if you would join me in presenting the diplomas to our graduating class.
In reverence for the occasion, I would ask that we show our respect by remaining seated so that each graduate has an opportunity to hear their name. Graduates, upon receiving your diploma, please return to your seat in honor of those coming behind you for their recognition. We will now recognize the Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Applied Science, and the Bachelor of Science in Nursing graduates.
You guys are past card.
Amira Bentoncourt. Scott Toro. Andrea Bell. Ariel Milligan. Loella Tito. Vlad Sotolyski. Corey Burgos.
Edwin Newton. Dominique Triplett. Kiana Quiana.
Ramela Saintil.
Akila Mills.
Alice Pulse.
Jinky Cabrillas.
Ashley Frank.
Karen Ciceri.
Jose Delgado Saints.
Afton Novak.
Shanika Crawford.
Junlise Aguilar.
Morgan Ledford.
Cherie Morris.
Jennifer Darty.
Ashila Williams.
Mardonio Rivera.
Isis Melendez.
Wajiha Rizvi.
Cameron Norman.
Alden James.
Hunter Ridnor. Daniel Pinus.
Matthew Lumpkin.
Elijah Cesare.
Danielle Tapp.
Abby Swain.
Jennifer Posey.
Thomas Lamb.
Julian Gasca.
Ezra Fikru.
Daniel Jones.
Gary Mamba.
Garrett Chota.
Violetta Gordon.
De Maritza Alvarez.
Isabel Hernandez.
Kiara Lloyd.
Tristan Langford.
Travis Williams.
Anaya Armstead.
Omar Cortez.
Juliana Bayer.
Isabella Garcia.
Davida Oda.
Kaylin Hatch.
Heather Davis.
Savannah Adkins.
Andrea Paris.
Desiree Cartria.
Daniel Riviera.
Lillian Williamson.
Suri Lopez.
Janaya Davis.
Caleb Griffin.
Christopher Blackwell.
Caroline Fistel.
Justin Acevedo.
Diana Spaho.
Jessica Navins.
Matthew Sweeney.
Felicia Burton.
Katrina Brockway.
Malik Ricks.
Carissa Williams.
Delandria McFadden.
Amber Kyorga Lander.
Jessica Strama.
Ariana Williams.
Corey Sokolsky.
Tierra Westmoreland.
Tierra Leon.
Megan Morgan.
Jenna Young.
Zachary Robinson.
Jason Knable.
Connor Daly. Zaria Jones.
Melody Black.
Robert McKee.
Shania Kears.
Chandria Frederick.
Rania Weaver.
Diamond Evans.
Drusilla Casada.
John Obert.
Eduarda Umana.
Charles Fulton.
Mary Grace Floresca.
Melanie Mayer.
Samantha Dutoy,
Catherine Cruz,
Ashley Cookston,
Tiazane Richardson,
Christina Mendez,
Chantel Lockwood,
Eric Mataz,
Melanie Stewart,
Shaniqua Monet Woodard,
Josiah Sinet,
Jade Harris,
Rochelle Ann Silva,
Monique Maxwell,
Ansley Watson,
Deja Robinson,
Luis Estrella Hernandez,
Janaya Hogan,
Devin Shelton,
Shanisha Bruzel,
Carol Roberts,
Myangel Williams,
Richard Thompson,
Daniel Christie,
Reja Tiarda Lorenzo,
Sophia Ponderzay,
Angela Bradshaw Gregory,
Jody Hoffman,
Braden Helland,
Sinidra Ray,
Gavin Harbinson,
Luis Brown,
David Baum,
Donnelly Ashley Barnes,
Jarrell Porcina,
Jakaran McCurdy,
Latrice Brown,
Victor Villarreal,
Carol Bostick,
Veloy Ochoa,
Leon Williams,
Nusrat Fazal,
Anthony Lopez,
Denzel Applewhite,
Michaela Furman,
Kiana Hawthorne,
Tiffany Klein,
Caitlin Smith,
Murtatia Marzukia,
Yara Alina Castillo Piguero,
Susie Stevens,
Alexis Howard,
Joniqua Wynn,
Deandra Ford,
Tammy Kellum,
Sandra McNeil,
Gabe Epti,
Marvette Franklin,
Maya Brown,
Danisha Darby,
Alicia Summersill,
Brian Mendez,
Sydney Prinzi,
Jacqueline Medina,
Kenzie Bennett,
Janae Barfield,
Vinay Marago,
Braden Jackson,
Rebecca Alston,
Riley Gutsky,
Eric Inda,
Christopher Crawford,
Emily Inda,
Bryce Kemper,
Nicole Parks,
Randy Cruz,
Joanne Von Leer,
Cassidy Cardenas,
Miranda Harris,
Genevieve Price,
Fiona Lawson,
Anna Skiljo,
Aaron Curtis,
Aaliyah Franke,
Summer Drinnan,
Billy Moses,
Lauren Turpin,
Stephen Gazelle,
Stephanie Mercari,
William Money,
Abril Pollard,
Zachary White,
Ashley Snow,
Brittany Rose,
Jeffrey Parker,
Matthew Schaefer,
Golson Akodan,
Danielle Gaines Hussey,
Idita Venrick,
Mark Fontaine,
Tia Burt,
Markins Redden,
Aika Sparrow,
Timothy Samanigo,
Shanika Johnson,
Vanessa Campos,
Bettina McCall,
Payne Felton,
Suel Ramos,
Wayne Felton,
Nio McPherson,
Bethany Smith,
Catherine Terry,
Robert Mervin,
Dominic Pham,
Devin Judd,
Tamika Douglas,
Jennifer Blodgett,
Laura Pollering,
and Twain Watson.
Deontrenis Ross Jr.,
Jessica Cruz,
Nicole Marie Landrum Carter,
Victoria Mention,
Shantaria Shea McCullum,
Donna Schmucker,
Cassandra Denise Clark Corbett,
Samuel Jala Harding,
Felicia Denise Mitchell,
Melody Green,
Maury Camera,
Keith Carter,
Molina Jax,
Sharina Lachey Archie,
Alan Barrera,
Jersham Allen,
Alyssa Penn Brown,
Joshua Gillespie,
Rebecca Osorio,
Amber Corson,
Christian Ugalde,
Isabel Perona,
Savannah McLean,
Emma Pearson,
Amber Bethue,
Casey Shelton,
Caleb Ely,
Megan Scarrett,
Destiny Brooks,
Walter Gandy,
Andrea Thom,
Justin Torres,
Telvisha Jones,
Solaire Brown,
Grace Obisanya,
Carson Armstrong,
Lavasha Knight,
Triera Mitchell,
David Smith,
Kriskin Wolanski,
Ren Tamamachi,
Yolanda Bonet,
Ashley Strack,
Nigel Williams,
Ashley Bonzi,
Shelton Brooks,
Daniel Fashokun,
Tish Tyler,
Notalin Sang Yilen,
Levi Sta Maria,
Hualqui Ku,
Shamara Antoine,
Shanice Gallen,
Logan Carnes,
Jordan Davis,
Ivan Herrera,
Allison Varnado Doe,
Tynesia Matthews,
Christian Ash,
Delbino Durano,
Christina Gillen,
Nikara Wesley,
Shalonda Morgan,
Leonardo Chongo,
Jeremy Walton,
Tiffany Howard,
Dominique Thomas,
Katie Hartley,
Marissa Rampersad,
Yvonne Williams,
Daniel Carrasco,
Dante Benigno,
Terrace Johnson,
Michaela Schaefer,
Michael McDowell,
Casey Williams,
Portia Bright,
Denise Thomas,
Tina Hicks,
Tiona Studemeyer,
Destiny Vaughn,
Jennifer Porterfield,
Eric Rogers,
Shayla Miller,
Erica Redding,
Kanisha Ogaro,
Tristan Vetrano,
William Dexter Adams,
Talila Bedada,
Sykeria Jones,
Brittany Benjamin,
Denisha Bowens,
Emily Alonzo,
Alzik Upton,
Victoria Cardona, Lisa Michelle Burton, Andrikia Stevens Brown, Morgan Kreitz, Shannon Met, Kelvin Elliott, Jamie Montrose, Megan Gonzalez, Alyssa Thompson, Julia Carter, Nima Patel, Karen Cruz, Tanya Brigman, Kristen Barron, Nakia Torian, Miriam Brent Hakeem Mahumad, Kyla George. Ezra Hazaway. Ashley Kendrick. John Romano. Shalinda Sufrant. Keontae Davis. Tavashe Levette. Darnetta Johnson. Salin Lim. Akia Allah. Allison Denham. Angela Harley. Clarissa Johnson. Tamika Lundy. September Pittman. Nancy Burnett. Patrick Mublut. Eileen Porhames. Amanda Sartor. Lisa Williams.
We will now recognize the graduates receiving the Associate in Arts degrees. Once again, we ask you to allow each graduate to hear their name.
Anik Brown. Sarah Toro. Isaiah Gully. Valentina Castillo. Inselina Dufresne. Elamy Turkinen.
Jordan Baggs.
Amanda Ferrand.
Cindy Turner.
Maya Bartley.
Haley Ramales.
Galia Zeparoy.
Lisa Tritz.
Juliana Batchelor.
Alan Borachevik.
Caden Harney.
Marvin Green.
Julian Anglian.
Harriet Smith.
Maria Carnero.
Karen Collins.
Faith Roberts.
LeBron James.
Zahara Alajaberi.
Caitlin Zilla Walker.
Tierra McElroy.
Giselle Santos.
Kanija Kennedy.
Zion Sanders.
Carson Watts.
Pokita Moore Crawford.
Tiffany Revelle Harris.
Marilyn Fragoso Lopez.
Roman Jet Kabuchi.
Andy West.
Daniel Herrera.
Maximilian Joseph.
Michaelia Roney.
Victor Vu.
Jose Anagulu.
Harrison Grunewald.
Jonathan Corbon.
Sabira Brunson.
Krishana Johnson.
Kamani Pericles.
Jayla Graham.
Lacey Hill.
Kaylin King.
Dawson Highsmith.
Juliet Vaughn.
Selena Sierra Cassandra Anderson.
Razan Ahmed.
Einik Skidmore.
Daniel Gonzalez.
Myla K. Alejandrino.
Jolie Hill.
Carla De La Rosa.
P.J. Jarman.
Marissa Eves.
Tuhana Na.
Ronehi Heggie.
Tenoria Dixon.
Katrina Gordine.
Haley Dixon.
Stacy Craig.
Nayelisa Gomez Romero.
Hunter Skinner.
Sayed Hashimi.
Ivory Maxwell.
Micah Smith.
Andriel McQueen.
Samuel Glidian.
Selena DePay.
Dakota Vaughn.
Ashley Lofton.
Russell Van Wagner.
Hunter Brooks.
Sean Martinez.
Amanda Kalura.
Levi Smith.
Jessica Evans.
Tatiana Stevens.
Riley Smith.
Sarah Blanc.
Silas Dixon.
Salam Haddad.
Matthew Overstreet.
Amani Phillips.
Joseph Navarro Cato.
Dominique Jaden Richardson.
Logan Branning.
Hannah Adrew.
Jalen Robinson. Albin Ahmet Spahik.
Dashita Gillis Love.
Aiden Grabick.
Cynthia Givens.
Christian Vera.
Giovanni James.
Jasmine Bryant.
Tamaria Hampton.
Louis Lucas.
Elizabeth Nesbitt.
Ariana Bruno.
Brendan Bell.
Genesis Wells.
Haley Pinson.
Sarah Fryer.
Nicholas Shepard.
Gavin Williams.
Jasmine Mathis.
Callie Jackson.
Stephanie Lundy.
Levithia Cook.
Marco Gonzalez.
Ryland Barone.
Amari Curry.
Romney Ingram Lee.
Ashley Tegler.
Laura Hoiberg.
Anastasia Leonard.
Kayla Baquero Hernandez.
Abigail Carr.
Aliana Harris.
Isabella Leon.
Jay Wicker.
Kathy Ann Castro.
Joseph Kakish.
Katia O'Ellis.
Tyranny Layton.
Rondell Metier Mate.
Diana Tunoko.
Savannah McQueen.
Krista Levy.
Raylan Toon.
Rita Cook.
Ayana King.
Walter Lorenz.
Amina Yakub.
Layla Cook.
Oliver Stems.
Aiden Piper.
Elisa Becker.
Faith Davis.
Annabella DeVoe.
Regina Alexander.
Michael Leon.
Karina Moraes.
Michaela Calhoun.
Maria Lucas.
Jason Tarver.
Brianna Ranga.
Myra Jordan.
Jacqueline Julio Renden.
Anna Paula Jamies.
Jacqueline Gutierrez Jimenez.
Christopher Sanchez.
Tyler Mahan.
Eric Gregory.
Laura Peck.
Jordan Johnson.
Kristen King.
Noah Rodriguez.
Elijah Breeden.
Jabari Johnson.
Kira Jackson.
Chloe Reeves.
Colin Stone.
Elia Pearson.
Savina Wells.
Angelia Serena Withers.
Cassandra Cooper.
Okay. Wednesday Gutierrez.
Patrick Boulout.
Autumn Stratman.
Sydney Rollins.
Caden Brandon.
Norelis Rivera Bonilla.
Kier Chappelle.
Laura Rodriguez.
Madison Goodwin.
Kiara Jenkins.
Alan Price.
Ronnie Ivory.
Taylor Reeves.
Kamisha Jenkins.
Alexia Levy.
Samad Banks.
Lilani Walker.
Ruby Flanagan.
Sandra N.A.
Anissa Galagarza.
Caitlin Lavelle.
Sarah Chichester.
Brandy Stafford.
Ziane Middleton.
Angelise Williams.
Christopher Connor.
Tyson Thomas.
Asia Webb.
Taylor West.
Miriam Abed Radi.
Jayla Lopez.
Shumaj Brock.
Andrew Gross.
Antonio Milian.
Robert Watkins.
Diora Rasulova.
Paula Guyanchiko.
Jack Kaminsky.
Michael Sherrill.
Martina Langford.
Anthony Munez Morales.
Kiana Douglas.
Kylie Bernhardt.
Karan Davis.
Jillian Mendoza.
Abigail Tusillo.
Courtney Cameritus.
Quinn Kraljik.
Lillian Karasma.
Sophia Bovalez.
Zaida Noor.
Lexi Pacheco.
Alexandra Goodson.
Jaleesa Rivera.
Candice Martin.
Jaylene Rivera.
Anna Julia Oliveria.
Julia Howard.
Anthony Grossi.
Aubrey Consist.
Yusuf Ammer.
Brandon Lamar Adams.
Mary Kate Ladana.
Michael Hickey.
Blake Peterson.
Jenna Johnson.
Axel Valenquez.
Cornelia Stapleton.
Jaden Gordons.
Rain Van Gorder Jackson.
Nolan Ellis.
Joshua Dickerson.
Skylar Gentry.
Sherry White.
Justin Winterope.
Alexis Humphrey.
Galen Belanger.
Gabriel Wiggin.
Anya Lucas. Kelly Mose.
Naomi Inabenet.
Isabella Mills.
Alexa Philippi.
Abigail McDonald.
Jessica Ablavi.
Saul Simpson.
Elise Hawkins.
Chiquita Oscar.
Ayana Meredith.
Alana Payne.
Ayana Green.
Adrian Matson.
Trevor Reardon.
Jonas Mark.
Samantha Ramirez.
Corina Siofi.
Carol Cowens.
Jordan Nance.
Jacquel Groover.
Kaylee Gregg.
Ashley Lynn Williams.
Alexis Laura.
Tori Danielle Bradshaw.
Cora Middleton.
Victor Amari Burks III.
Logan Disbroke.
David Fowler.
Alexander Starr.
Ross Nunn.
Aubrey Thompson.
Neve Angel Davis.
Jessica Alexander I.
Taylor Bass.
Alexandra Averea.
Kaylin Dorsey.
Stevie Wynn.
Kenyatta Martin.
Renika Clark.
Kiera Brooks.
Ursula Griner.
Chance Taylor.
Carlos Okenda.
Dynasty Harrison.
Kalia Johnson.
Chancellor Lee.
Anikia Smith.
Diamond Ridley.
Jaden Brown.
Cheyenne Woods.
Zoe Gay.
Emmanuel Legaspi.
Aleda Thomas.
Shayla Blue.
Joshua Smiley.
Journey Hayes Carson.
Aja Leroy.
Sophia Contreras Zabala.
Addison Hutari.
Osama Burhan.
Abigail Fitzgerald.
Yasmin Glasgow.
Gabriel Elliott.
Raiden Davis.
Inaya Herring.
Ryder Davis.
Adam Scherer.
Jaquay Trotman.
Elias Diaz.
Mariah Jones.
Leanne Z.
Trumaya Jeffries.
Shamaya Cogdell.
Coriana Baker.
Adriana Williams.
Jaden Reeves.
Naziah Fuller.
Kobe Weaver.
Kendall Woolwer.
Sarah Fisher.
Marcella Smiley.
Beauty Lily Susser.
Nuri Demps.
Celine Heindel.
Mikael Usher.
Maria Fernandez Gisulza.
Ziernan Garcia.
Rihanna West.
Mia Ling Claude.
Soteria Greathouse.
Chia Ling.
Alyssa Miller.
Ted O'King.
Angel Daco.
Isla Selva Norbert.
Jada Hinton.
Brittany Masseline.
Bryn Lee.
Jasmine Swinton.
Madeline Lassiter.
Madison Latson.
Alexis Page.
Lisa Knight.
Amazing Grace McLeod.
Mia Sutton.
Hannah Reynolds.
Shane Bright.
Javantes Green.
Herbert Gibson.
Nileli Menendez.
McKinney Edo.
Ashley Faulkner.
Kensington Brown.
Hope Williams.
Camilla Labriama.
Kaylee Martineau.
Eric Browning.
Jacoby Bradford.
Japala Rapa.
Sophia Bajan.
Hannah Baldoff.
Juana Ramos Martinez.
Steffi Guzman.
Elena Velgeth.
Nicolette Draper.
David Nolan.
Elizabeth Jones.
Keith Bryant.
Teresa Pickerick.
Sophia Stewart.
Jeremiah Edwards.
Sierra Fetzenor.
Brianna Williams.
Angelina Zhang.
Kyra Jackson.
Alexis Howell.
Breon Scott.
Caitlin Waters.
What is it? Winton Clark. Winton Clark.
Aiden Alfonso.
Torrance Queen Jr.
Owen Gerald.
Gabrielle Corbu.
Sabrina Gerald.
Isley Johnson.
Taylor Mojica.
Cameron Phillips.
Faith Pantry.
Rain Jones.
Leliana Marcio.
Eric G. Scarlett.
Laveda Dallison.
Ashley Stacy.
Naima Dominguez.
Tashika Jackson.
Jada Mincy.
Isaiah Harris.
Joselito Morales.
Jaya Jasser.
Amber Coleman.
Dominique Allegra Davis.
Janelle Berry.
Haley Kagi Stark.
Brandon Everett.
Natasha Kidd.
Tiana Hansberry.
Ortiz Mikel.
Clared Alansari.
Kwashe Frazier.
Noor Alansari.
Ashante Moon.
Morel DeRoy.
Sydney Schmidt.
Anna Lamb.
Kimberly Benjamin.
Sophia Lynn Quinto.
Tristan Oliver.
Chantel Richardson.
Jaye Fields.
Zamari Brown.
Adriana Leandro.
Jakayla Griffin.
Roxana Ortega.
Angela Reyes.
Alejandra Oconda.
Tiana Munya.
Peyton Chestnut.
Kirsten Brooks.
Lisa Alleman.
Mare Jalili.
Lisa Alleman.
Aaron Cruz III.
Natasha May.
Tamir Leonard.
Caitlin Wilson.
Kiera Dean.
Yashika Drama Fields.
LaDacia Thomas.
Valentina Romero.
Sierra Corbin.
John Corbrew.
Shiani Wade Pryor.
E.J. Schitzman.
Courtney Hall.
Shanisha Mack.
Amanda Scott Garrettson.
Alberto Avendano.
Callie Safar.
Jacori Ching.
Yalicia McDowell.
Nicholas Terry.
Caleb Atkinson.
Joshua Ejanis.
Haley Ross.
Kendra Wampler.
Lindsay Randall.
Rose Conserve.
Peyton Stute.
Daniela Lamb Ramos.
Taylor Burton.
Luke Lau.
Lauren Enix.
Marissa Miller.
Shay Marie Taylor.
Airway Margie Margarita.
Tabitha Graham.
Kanaya Charnice Riddick.
Victoria Ibar.
Addison Adam Abrams.
Katie Burris.
Madison Davis.
Devani Danielle Massey.
Kira Francis.
Midlayana Toussaint.
Antoinette Espiano.
Naya Stewart.
Hannah Anta.
Jalen Kopic.
Brianna Teleferio.
Bleska Cadets.
Jada Roberts.
She Bless Cadet.
Lord Calhoun.
Jordan Nimmons.
Simone Wynn.
Princess Neely.
Randy Honorable.
Jasmine Davis.
Tamika Taylor Mack.
Adrian Gerardo.
Destiny Harris.
Shakima Peterson.
Makadia Williams.
Amaria Dukes.
Trenton Wesley.
Aaliyah Murray.
Anthony New.
Ariana Cameron.
Sandra Vega Rivera.
Adriano Amador Triana.
Rita Maida.
Leilani Perez.
Grace Alshabak.
Alyssa Kramer.
Joyce Tan.
Kalea Augustine.
Rayhan Adam.
Merkea Calcanis.
Leanne Rockner.
Gia Sanchez Monterosa.
Shayla Avidic.
Isabel Nix.
Jaleesa Nogos Avios.
Demaya Dukes.
Pilar Soriano.
Sergio Garcia.
Luke Lina.
Hannah Hunter.
Samir Saleh.
Dominic Bodie.
Catherine Clark.
Jennifer McConnell.
Sensation. Shantasia Griffin.
John Asiago.
Shanice Palmer.
Zaria Stuckey.
Octavia Marrero.
Brianna Wright.
Elijah Espily.
Pashayla Mason.
Shari Lynn Modon.
Jariel Williams.
Salson Ben Huang.
Crystal Belton.
Zoe Matthews.
Danielle Lockett.
Carnisha Memley.
Angel Jones.
Kinlove St. Louis.
Kenzie Mohammed Abuel Sood. Emsel Palik. Rakia DeFries. Beautiful Willis. Jada Thomas. Asia Brooks. Zainab Al-Marzak. Chelsea Randall. Janaya Page. Tierra Carter. Kendra Willis.
We will now recognize those who have earned the Associate in Science and Associate in Applied Science degrees.
Valencia Demery. Crystal Rutherford. Jolie Uxer. Gianna Gengenti. Nigel Malonzo. Serena Maldonado. Jennifer Zakur. Samantha Moss. Jade Jaudy. Mackenzie Montiel. Caitlin Rowe. Stephanie Belcher. Brandy Ordu. Mary Dees. Nikisha Castro. Jasmine King. Casey Lee. Sandra Altahan.
Sherry McLeod.
Tiara Sellers.
Jacob Adams.
Laquita Varnor.
Gregory Rossler.
Abia Thomas.
Angela Haupt.
Samara Peart.
Kayla Christina Lopez.
Rachel Rojas.
Sabrina Royals.
Tashandra Jackson.
Mitchell Timothy.
Jerissa Cintron.
Amber Gray.
Lamar Breland.
Aaron Tolbert.
Davana Thompson.
John Hira de Guzman.
John Tavius Mickles.
Daryl Stokes.
Riley Alvarez.
Nina Groff.
Danielle Ying.
Anne Marie Hicks James.
Constance Cheney.
Liam Thomas.
Stephanie Sciliano.
Austin Palmer.
Hannah Fox.
Christian Lee Elhidkian.
Megan Anderson.
William Elmquist.
Jessica Mestry.
Willie Robinson III.
Mohammed Hamza Munir.
Antonice Holmes.
Javier Tirado.
Adam Wilginger.
Keon Ware.
Deandra Allen.
Kayla Denman.
Blake Fordham.
Lauren Corbin.
Brian Moon.
Jukan Nguyen.
Georgia Voico.
Rachel Galang.
Claude Savage.
Jordan Taylor.
Sharvi Alejandro.
Susan Kungu.
Raleigh Scott.
Sydney Lewis.
Ashley Walker.
Catherine Garnett.
Aaron Burdick.
Devin Kearns.
Shamara Lee Fontanelle.
Derek Hill.
Jasmine Wright.
Shamika Vanterpool.
Jack Willis.
Alonzo Higgins.
Lorna Boughton.
Chandler Collier.
Gabrielle Corbett.
Mingsha Lewis.
Cassandra Eckert.
Diamond Acklin.
Nicole Gibson.
Darsalam Musa.
Cole Poole.
Michelle Boomgartner.
Diane Maldonado.
Juan Camilo Rincon.
Cody Lancaster.
Maria Rojas Zapata.
Quintana Anderson.
Dario Mignecci.
Malaya Gilbert.
Ambrosia Blackator.
Brianna Bartley.
Hernan Bulvas.
Nastila Stackhouse.
Marcus Dunham.
Zakiria Bilami.
Nathaniel Wallace.
Rachel Brown.
Kaylani Solomon.
Katie Abigail Pine.
Andromina Williamson.
Brandon Guzik.
Courtney Fuller.
Zachariah Betancourt.
Denasia Camel.
Kayla Owens.
Shatron Baker.
Olivia Merkel.
Alexander Damon Smith.
Megan Randolph.
Tashina Forbes.
Adriana Robinson.
Sinya Campbell.
Adrian Ward.
Jasmine Mitchell.
Sherry Phillips.
Deidre Bell.
Naomi Sampson.
Kimberly Ann.
Guy Edward Browning III.
Brittany Polk.
Nor Sony.
Philip Polk.
Catherine Dowling.
Morgan Woolley.
Carol Ashokani and Angarita.
Brandy Payne.
Louisa Ali Sturin.
Trevor Donovan Allen.
Rosalie Paula D. Guzman.
Kiana Cummings.
Andrea Landano.
Colin Woodleaf.
Brooke Bratton.
Dwayne Copeland.
Haley Farrell.
Jenny Allen.
Jasmine Gauze.
Evelyn Gordillo Zatino.
Jaleesa Ellison.
Emily Haymans.
Isila Morado.
Ratana Jenks.
Madison Bragg.
Mary Ashley McPherson.
Shabella Williams.
Tegan Phillips.
Riley Bannon.
Maria Rafaela Reyes.
Dakaya Brooklyn.
David Maya Ramirez.
Dejanay Stinson.
Frederick Rivera.
Dominique Prophet.
Coralina Cambrone.
Carl Buck.
Maria Parr.
Kristen Hamilton.
Evane Nyoy.
Philip Lanehart.
Selena Benvenuti.
Aaliyah Mack.
Julian Thompson.
Jamal Mack.
Kimberly Hines.
D'Angelo Davis.
Nicole Labudi.
Julia Parsons.
Sabrina Rhine.
Kathleen Dodge.
Jamila Hillard.
Ethan Price.
Lauren Elizabeth Bolin.
April Yarbett.
Kimma Jeslyn Thomas.
Caitlin Breeden.
Monique Xavier.
Reverlyn Nakataskuka.
Macy Bogushus.
Claire Willa.
Brandy Olander.
Angel Mas.
Emily Oakman.
Kalia Nugent.
Jacqueline Brown Curie.
Kyle Hall.
Bethany Chapula.
Austin English.
Isabella Simaglia.
Ashley Shepard.
Jamie Palma.
Stefania Herrera.
Deja Preston.
Demetra West.
Angel Harris.
Austin Burney.
Caitlin Hooper.
Josiah Parker.
Gerline Francois.
Keon Guthries.
Jennifer Ramos.
Remanica Ross.
Angela Mukoli.
Tony Profile.
Erica Wilson.
Daniel Karpinski.
Kelsey Miller.
Benjamin Smith.
Kayla Marie Pike.
Sierra Williamson.
Naomi Ellis.
Carla Cuevas.
Sargi Mora.
Kristen Hart Griffin.
Lindsay Francois.
Marion Foster.
Brittany Bell.
Jacob McDowell.
Sherelle Coleman.
Tyson Lewis.
Francine Caliaga.
Sarah Miller.
Kamara Robinson.
Matthew Manis.
Angel Desir.
Anastasia Price.
Rhonda Brown.
Keandra Jackson.
Avery Edwards.
Elanche Townsend.
Lady Basha.
Jasmine Worthington.
David Korshun.
Margarita Anderson.
Brittany Curtis.
Jalen Gonzalez.
Sabrina Davis.
Shannon Rowley.
William Derville.
Kaylin Chorosky.
Lisa O'Neill.
Bianca Galloway.
Wanda Batts.
DeAndre Taylor. Jory Givens. Aaliyah Hickson.
Barbara Buggs.
Latasha Brown.
Fatimatu Tatu.
Carrie Lynn Ellis.
Sky Limon.
Yulia Kashin.
Trina Woods Mosley.
Brittany Phelps.
Ebony Thomas.
Serene Ladieras.
Liza Marish Rivera.
Nisha Nieves.
Delai Simmons.
Howard Royce.
Danielle Wiggum.
Nevaeh Jackson.
Dole Hilario.
J.L. Tomlin.
Mary Nosworthy.
Jasper Abelena.
Shamika Wright.
Jaliska Davis Russell.
Victoria Kane.
Rebecca Grissom. Shaquille Guy. Amble Borden. Kasu Brower. Sydney Bridges. Haley Griffin. Julia Duncan. Malia Smalls. Aisha Thompson. Bailey Page. Christian Moreno. Amber Bennett. Teresa Friley. Terry Leon Walker. James Began. Floria Montiel. Joanna Myers. Sierra Lee. Sierra Taylor. Rebecca Lucian. Hannah Jaramillo. Isabella Trebusla. Michaela Donciro. Melvin Jose Keelock. Kimberly Lepper. Carson Weeks. Kayla Kurse. Regina Robinson.
Anaya Bennett. Sharon Smith. Elizabeth Jackson. Caitlin Knight. Mrs. Jasmine Green. Alexis Bowers. Logan Cato. Kiona Ware. Ashley Filikowski. Aisha Dyson. Rich Schulteis.
Last but certainly not least, we will now recognize those who have earned diplomas through their respective high school or the Florida Department of Education High School Equivalency Program.
Vanisha Brooks. Melissa Green. Jamie Nash. Addison Smith. Badia Haynes. Adriana Thompson. Jessica Brown. Ken-Edouard Francois. Michael Chikaza. Mariah Kamathi. Kaimani Mitchell. Kaylee Crosby. Shelby Sturdervant. Kieran Hale. Jada Joyner Lantry. Katie Baca. Sweeta the Kerr. Miguel Jackson.
Dakota Johnson.
Ariel Burns.
Michaela Slate.
Michelle Susi.
Jessica Wilson.
Emily Cheng.
Wendy Wilson.
Olivia Linares.
Tiana Bogard.
Madison Jackson.
Nahid Wala Mohammadi.
Rosalind Thompson.
Leon Wade.
Janine Johnson.
Dharma Wade. Gabrielle Lede. Jorge Hidalgo. Sarah Montgomery. Fallon Brayerton. Jonquita DeBerry. Asia Cobb. Barbara Cook. Judy Wollaston Jacques. Tiffany Wright. Raymond Sullivan. Analia Robles.
Honored guests, in a moment there will be a recessional of the platform party. We ask that you stay in your seats until the platform guests have exited the arena. Graduates will then be dismissed by row.
So we've reached that one point in our ceremony that I know that you all been waiting for. So would all the graduates please stand? It is a long-held tradition in academia to wear the mortarboard adorned with the tassel on your graduation day. The tassel should be on your right-hand side. And if you would join me in moving it from your right-hand side to your left-hand side. Congratulations to all the graduates of the 2026-2025 school year. Congratulations to FSCJ. Great job, everybody.